So we have a nice little milestone that we're about to hit. And I thought before we go to Southeast Game Exchange this coming weekend, we should go and hit that milestone. So I've come over to the game store that's local to my work because I'm just getting off the video game cavern. See if you can. And we're gonna see if we can hit that milestone here today. So let's take a look. All right, I have one more stop I want to make. Got to see if I can make this happen. We already crossed one milestone, but there's another one that I want to see if I can make it. So let's go to this other store in Greenville and see if we can find just a couple more. Let's do it. Okay, that store came through for me. We hit the milestone and we'll talk about it in a little bit when we get home. What's up, guys? So as I mentioned on last week's video, and I'm pretty sure the one before that, this weekend, today, right now, we are actually at Southeast Game Exchange. And so if you see this and then you see me there, hey, come say hi. It would be cool to meet some of y'all. In years past, prior to Game Exchange, I've always done this like little collection update video because we go to game stores fairly frequently and I don't always film whenever we go, so I build my collection other times that y'all don't actually see. But this year I noticed something and I want to do it a little bit differently. I've been approaching a bit of a milestone. If you read the thumbnail, you already know what it is. I've been close to 200 N64 games, and before we get to Game Exchange, I wanted to actually breach that milestone so I can be just that much closer to a complete set. So we're gonna go over what I got the past few days to actually reach that milestone, because I think it's cool that we have now hit 200 and we are 96 more to go. So let's go over those. The first two I'm gonna show you here were not actually ones I picked up this past week. I picked these up a couple weeks ago, but I didn't actually ever talk about them here, so I thought, hey, I'll throw these in there too to let you guys know what I got. I picked up Vigilante 8. I've actually never played these Vigilante 8 games, either this one or the second one, but I've always heard that these are actually like really good games. So I'm looking forward to actually getting to toss this in and see what all the hype's about. And then from a few weeks ago, I also picked up Dual Heroes. Now this, I have no idea what it is at all. Just gauging off of the label art, I would have to guess it might be a fighting game, but I don't know. I can't say for sure because I have no idea what it actually could be. Looks like knockoff Power Rangers though, if I'm being honest. Next, we're gonna go over a little collection of sports titles that I picked up to get up to 200. On any system, sports games kind of flood the library, and the N64 is no different, but these were 5 that I didn't already have, so let's run through those real quick. We have All-Star Baseball 2001, WCW Nitro, NHL Blades of Steel 99, All-Star Tennis 99, and then we've got the original NFL Blitz. Of all the sports games that are in the collection, the NFL Blitz games are ones that I've always heard people praise as being actually like really fun. These would be fun to sit down with at some point, I'm sure. And like, it's Midway. Midway makes good games, you know? So Midway made a sports game, so it can't be terrible, maybe? These next two were actually racing games. The N64 was known to have a lot of good racing games on it. Again, I've talked about it in the past. I kind of hold racing games on the N64 to the standard of Cruisin' USA, and that's probably not fair, but that's the one that I understand the most. So it's hard not to compare them to that game. First in the list, we have California Speed, and then we have Roadsters. Now, interestingly enough, I didn't know Roadsters was an N64 game because I picked this up on the Dreamcast whenever I got my Dreamcast. I enjoyed it on the Dreamcast, so I'm wondering how well it translates to the N64. I'd be very interested to play them both again and see how they actually compare to each other. And then lastly, I know I usually save Milestone games for something a bit on the pricier, harder to get side. I didn't do that this time because, again, Game Exchange is happening right now. I saved up all my money to go and spend it there and find stuff there. So because of that, number 200 is Gex 3. I played a little bit of the original Gex on the 64, Enter the Gecko, I think. I liked it. It's one of those things that it's one of those games that I'm gonna have to like actually sit down with and properly learn how everything's affected inside of it, because it reminded me a bit of like Croc on the PlayStation, if you've ever played that. I don't know, that's just what it reminded me of, what little bit I played of it back then. So now I have the other one and I can properly experience them both. But that's it. That's 200. I have 96 more to go. I'm hoping to put a pretty sizable dent in that today at Game Exchange. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And again, I am at Game Exchange right now. I will also be there tomorrow. If you see this and the convention is still going on, come by. I'll be there, say hi, and we'll all have a grand old time. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on this journey with me, and I look forward to bringing you even more collection videos just like this one as the days go on. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, y'all.